All right, hello class, how you doing? It's little Tommy coming at you with Homeskoolin number 69. You know, there were some people out there that suggested I make a big deal out of that number episode, but I'm not that kind of guy. You guys want to celebrate that? You go ahead. I keep it clean here on the Homeskoolin show. You know, it's a family show. Keeping it clean for you. All right, I got. I was gonna show. I got my All You Need Is Fuzz shirt from that pedal show lads. They sent me like 4 different shirts, so I'm gonna, you know, just kind of go through them all for you. Thanks for that, you guys. I still want to. I thought we were gonna do. We talked about doing a little show together. Maybe they forgot about me. They probably did. I got my old bird out. This is a 63. This is one I used on the Waltz tour. Great guitar. I got a few questions, but they're not from the VCB. One is from a phone message that a buddy of mine left me. Well, one of them is from the VCB. One of my session buddies a while back got a guitar player that I play with a lot, younger fella, great dude. He sent me a message and he said, "Man, why do your guitars, when I borrow them on sessions, so sometimes I'll hand them guitars to play, they all play so in tune, you know, and they're all intonated so well." Because I'm a real stickler for that kind of thing, you know. And I was going to talk about that, and it also ties into a question that a guy sent in on the VCB. He said, dude, that amp's making noise. You hear that? He said he said he had a 1975 Gibson 355 that he just got. And he loved the way it sounded, but it played terrible, and he was wondering if he should get it refretted. I'm going to talk about frets. I'm going to make a rare exception to talk about gear here today. I'm big on frets. Okay, here's the thing. I feel like you guys know I love vintage guitars, right? I feel like any guitar, any old guitar that you ever get, you should have it expertly refretted, or you're not giving the guitar a fair chance. By the time these things get so old, you know, the frets are, even if they're not played, they're still not perfect. And there was a time in the vintage guitar world, you know, years ago, when people thought it devalued a vintage guitar to refret it. But even Grun, you know, who basically wrote the book on vintage guitars, they won't even consign a guitar for someone else anymore unless they refret it. If the frets aren't perfect, they won't even try to sell it. And so all that stuff about fret jobs devaluing guitar is not really valid anymore. It's like these guitars are too old. You can't drive an old car with the original tires. You know, you got to be able to play these things, right? And plus, when frets get worn, then your intonation goes to hell. You know, so my thing is with guitars, when I get them, I have them expertly refretted, and then I put a good bridge on them, and I make sure the nut is perfect, because that's where all your tuning problems come from. They got to be filed just right. Now, when I say expertly refretted, I mean by somebody who really knows what the hell they're doing. Okay, a lot of people, when they do a fret job, that are not great fret guys, they bevel the ends of the frets too much. And when you go to play notes on the E strings, they slide off. So to compensate, they have to squeeze the spacing on the nut in too close, and then it makes the guitar feel weird. You get a guy who knows how to refret a guitar, and they know how to do the fret ends right, the beveling, and then you get a nice wide spacing where you can really play the thing, right? That's a key thing. That's one of the first things I look for when I look at a guitar that's been refretted. I mean, I check out the fret beveling, you know. I mean, I've learned all this stuff from hanging around with my buddies at Grun's. They're all expert repair guys, you know. I'm not an expert repair guy. I know when it's right, though, you know, I'll tell you that. And I'm going to tell you something, here. Well, first of all, for example, like I just got this guitar. I just recently sold some stuff, and I bought this 335 here. This is a 63, well, one owner, you know, all original guitar. And it's great, you know, nice and light, but it's got the original frets, and it's like, I'm not even going to try to play that guitar until I have it refretted. You know, to me, it's not even a guitar yet until it's got a nice fret job on it. And then I'll be able to assess what it can do. It's got potential, you know. I know it's got a good neck and everything, but you know, with the original frets, it's just, you can't even play it. I mean, I'm so spoiled with all these amazing fret jobs on these guitars now. It's like, I'm going to tell you something else a lot of people don't know. This is going to blow your mind, okay? You know how much I love these old Gibson guitars, right? I'm a huge fan, been playing them my whole life, been through so many of them. 335s, Birds, SGs. Did you know that the frets on every one of these old Gibson guitars are in the wrong place? Did you know that? They use the wrong Pythagorean theorem on these classic Gibsons, and the frets are in the wrong place. What I mean by this is that when you intonate the guitar by setting the intonation, you play the open string, and then you play the 12th fret, and you get the thing dead in tune down here at the bridge. On every single old Gibson, including, you know, $300,000 bursts, the frets are in the wrong place. You play in the middle here, around 7 and 8, and the guitar is always flat. And then the higher you get above 12, it just goes sharper and sharper and sharper and sharper. Like by the time you get up to here, like on a high C on an old Gibson, when the intonation is set perfectly on the guitar, these high C note is super sharp. Check it on any tuner. I'm not bullshitting you guys. This is the truth. I mean, anybody I know who's like a serious repairman knows about this. Gibson knows about the problem. They corrected it on like their cheaper Epiphone guitars. Like, so you could buy a $300 Epiphone Les Paul that has the frets in the right place, but they didn't correct it on all their classic guitars. you know, on all their expensive reissues because they wanted to keep that same classic thing, you know. I mean, it's not bad enough to where you can't play the guitar, of course. I mean, but you just have to know about it. Like, this B is always going to be a little flat, and then this B up here is going to be way sharp. But you know, like when you're up soaring on a solo, the human ear, it's hard to detect that kind of stuff. You know, you can get away with it, but it is truth. It's crazy. A lot of people don't even know that. But yeah, there's that. Now, so in terms of frets, like I like a you know, original size frets. I don't like jumbo frets, and I also don't like when the frets are too tall, because what I end up doing is I push down too hard and I go sharp. Like I've got a telly that a friend of mine made for me, and it's a great guitar, but I was playing it yesterday on a session, and the frets are a little too high. I can't get the thing in tune. Like the intonation's perfect, but when I go to fret chords on it, there's too much room for the string to push down between the frets, and I go sharp. So I'm gonna have to get that mode down a little bit. I think I put them at about 42 thousandths tall. Is why I really like them, you know. And yeah, with a good bridge, you know, where like I had Nick, my friend at Glazer's, make this bridge. This is crazy, like, cause these old birds, this is a Firebird 5. The bridges that they came with, you know, hard to get in tune. So I had him custom make this. Look at this. He cut the edges of a tune-o-matic off and fitted them to these studs. Nick's a pretty clever fella, and it works great. So Nick Druschel at Glazer Instruments, he did that, and I've been playing this forever like this. It's great. That little tune I was going to show you there, I just made that up this morning. If Dean, if you're watching, if you like that, we can put that on the album. Sweet little tune there. I'll show you how to play it. It's a key of E. Sorry, cable's making noise. It's like this. B. So what I'm doing there is the two high strings on the second fret, and then the G and the B string, F sharp minor. E major 7. And then I went like this, which is like a A major 7, add 9. A7, add 9. D7, B flat, flat 5, add 9 to A major. Raise 5, 6. Look at that voicing. I was just messing with that yesterday on a session. I thought it was cool. I'd never tried this before, but look at this. Like an A sus chord with an add 9 on top. You got to use everything you got finger-wise. Root, 5th, octave, sus, 5th, and then a high add 9 on top. It's kind of a cool voicing. It's pretty, you don't see guys doing that one often. You'll be the only guy on your street doing that. So yeah, like I'm playing on the neck pickup with the tone control rolled way back, you know, for that big pillowy sort of sound. This guitar will be crazy bright if I show you the bridge pickup. remember when I first got this guitar, it was super bright, and I had a guy put 250K pots in it, and that really helped mellow the brightness. The lower the value of the pots, the darker the guitar gets. Look that one up. That's another one. Because these Gibsons came with 500K pots originally. What else can I show you? Okay. Brighten up the neck pickup a little bit here with the tone control. Check it out. Using that tone control and getting real dark sounds like that is one of my secret weapons. I'm not gonna say it's a secret weapon, but it's a weapon that I use secretly. I do that a lot, man, for like synth sounds and really cool ambient stuff. Man, darken that tone control. People love that shit. I ain't kidding you. Every time you do that in the studio, somebody goes, dude, cool sound. Picture day today for Marshall's flag football. Okay guys, you bored yet? All right, I'll see you again real soon. Happy Saturday. Bye-bye.